Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History Fella channel. Welcome to the third edition of the Saturday Smash episode. Today I'm going to do some thank you messages. I've got some book news, some Kindle stuff, and then there's a couple of things I want to have a moan about, but that's just me having a moan anyway. Anyway, let's get on. First of all, thank you very much for all the get well messages since me deciding to throw myself down on the floor in the garden. I've had a mega bruise come up on my chest. I have no idea where that came from, but I don't remember hitting anything. I've got a big bruise on my bicep here as well, but at least the wrist is starting to heal now. The only problem is when I'm reading for any length of time, the weight of the book kind of pulls down on my wrist a bit. So it's still not fully better, but it is getting better. And plus, I've rediscovered me Kindle, so I have been able to do some reading via the Kindle. But anyway, thank you very much, and it's very kind of you to send me good wishes. Next thing, I'm working with a couple of new publishers for me. I approached Amberley Publishing, and I'm going to be reviewing some books for them, some history books. I've already got a couple here, and thank you to Philip from Amberley Publishing for these books. We've got Barbarossa Through German Eyes, The Biggest Invasion in History, and that's written by Jonathan Trigg. So that's that one, Barbarossa Through German Eyes. And then the second book I've got is this one, which is called Radio Hitler, Nazi Airways in the Second World War. And that's written by Nathan Morley, again published by Amberley Publishing. So I will do some reviews on those books in the next week or so. So look out for them. They're also sending me another one. It's about everyday life in a World War II prison camp. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm getting into like prisoner of war type history and what people are having to go through and that sort of thing. So that's that one. The other news is I've also been approached by Sarah from Casemate Publishing. They do a lot as well in publishing books on military history. So I've already got some books that are coming in the post from them, and I shall be doing videos about Casemate Publishing as well. So thank you very much to Sarah, who approached me in the middle of the week. Anyway, that's the end of the book news for getting in and coming out. As I said earlier, let me just get my Kindle souped up. Because of my wrist, I've rediscovered my Kindle. So because it's lighter and it's easier to read, so I've been downloading a few books and doing a little reading by that. I've been reading, no, I haven't been reading. I've downloaded The Brainwashing of My Dad by Jen Senko. That's a book about a lady's father who's in his 70s or 80s, was a mild man, but then she's worried about the influence of right-wing talk radio on her dad, and how it seems to have changed him and made him all short-tempered and quite angry about things. So I'm going to be reading that. I'm also currently reading The Worst Street in London. That's by Fiona Rule. I've got Powers and Thrones, about medieval power plays, kings and queens. I've got Churchill, Master and Commander. And then I've also been reading Britain's Coast at War. Let me just get the name of the author for that. Oh no, that's going to take me ages. Now anyway, I'm halfway through that, but that looks at what World War II, the effect it had on like the coastal communities around the UK, and how it affected them, what they were up to. So that looks good. But anyway, that's going to be my Kindle reading for the next week. And then hopefully by this time next week, my wrist will have fully recovered. I can be reading proper books in hand. Right, the next few things are me having a bit of a moan, really. Top of my list is booktubers and non-fiction. Now this is probably partly my fault anyway, because all I read is history or non-fiction history. But the amount of times I think, I'm not reading, or I'm not got anything to do, I'll have a look on YouTube and have a look at a couple of booktubers, see what they're reading and going on about. But the amount of booktube, I'm going to say, I know I shouldn't say this, but rubbish. Booktubers, as far as I'm concerned, is just full of all young women, or in their late teens, early 20s, reading the same books all the time. The amount of fantasy novels or chicklet type books that are going around, and they all seem to be reading the same books. And it'd just be nice to see some diversity in BookTube. I personally, as you know, I read, watch channels like Bill Rutenberg's channel, which is mainly history and all about the US Civil War. I'll read Peg from the History Shelf. All she does is history books. But to be honest, apart from maybe a few others, that's the only history type booktube channels there are, or certainly ones that I can find. So anyway, I suppose if you know of any history channels or booktuber channels that deal mainly in history, and I might have heard of them or I might not have, but if you can put a link to them down in the comments below this video, please, I'd be very grateful. I'd like to enjoy reading or listening to more booktube channels where their main concern is non-fiction history. Not fictional history, but non-fiction history. I'd enjoy that. The second thing I want to moan about is the heat. Today it's finally cooled down a couple of degrees. I think it's about, it's still sunny outside, it's about 23, 24, which I know to some people will think, oh, that's rather mild and just a bit tepid. But when you live here in Wales, where it seems to rain sort of 11 months out of the year, and then you get 2 weeks of just burning hot sun, it's a bit hard to get used to, having two weeks of hot sunshine and sweltering nights, and it's just hard to get on when it's this hot. It's been going up to about 32, 33 all week, and that's constant, sort of during the day from 6 a.m. up till about 10 o'clock at night, and then it's only dropping a couple of degrees overnight. So I'll be glad when that's finished and we'll be back down to some normal Welsh weather, where we can just put our wellies and cagoules on. The other thing I want to moan about is I put here the artist formerly known as Prince Harry. Unfortunately, we can't swear on this channel, because then that gets us into trouble. But he's a right plonker, Prince Harry. Yes, I am a fan of the monarchy and Queen Elizabeth, and I would say, you know, the vast majority of us who do live in this country and we're fans of the royal family, we're all probably annoyed by Prince Harry and Meghan. It seems like she's taken over everything about Harry, including his brain and his ability to think. And so it appears he's willing to do everything to, let's say, diss his past. He's throwing his toys out of the pram. Doing things like Oprah shows. He's writing books. Apparently in the media this morning it's been revealed he's signed a 4-book contract worth £40 million, which I think is awful. Yes, I will fully admit that, you know, the royal family aren't perfect. You know, they've got things that they can improve on, and just like every other family, not every family in life is perfect, but it just seems Harry and Meghan are just going deliberately out to air their dirty laundry, and this is how they're going about it. And it's just tarnishing the good that is being done by the royal family. And when you think the Queen's, it's her 70th anniversary next year, and that's 70 years as Queen. She's his grandmother. She's about 94, give or take a year or so. And I just think it's disgusting the way that she's being treated. It's her 70th anniversary next year, and Harry's bringing out yet another tell-all book, which will, I'm sure, mar the anniversary and celebration of one of Britain's best queens. Anyway, that's my little moan about that. The bloke's just a stupid idiot. And anyways, that's me moaning finished. One enjoyable thing I've got here to mention is at long last the Olympics have started. I'm a huge sports fan. Every time the Olympics comes around, it's every 4 years. You get 2 weeks solid of sport on the television, which I absolutely love. And already this morning I've been watching men's cycling race. I'm staggered how they do that. It's something like 100 kilometres in a few hours. I've been watching some gymnastics. I've currently got the women's soccer on, and we've had hockey on as well. But anyway, I shall be doing, probably over the next 2 weeks, I shall probably just be doing reading and watching sport. So it's going to be a good 2 weeks. And plus, the Olympics has started on my birthday, which is just an excellent birthday present. Now we'll have a little competition here. Let's see if you can guess how old I am. Now then, if you said over 47, well, you're completely wrong. If you said under 47 rather, then you're wrong as well, because I am 47 today. I know with the beard and that I probably don't look 47, I probably look much older. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday. I'm going to post this online. And then probably watch Olympics for the rest of the day. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Saturday Smash. If you've got any comments, particularly if you know of any booktubers that specialise in history, drop them down in the comment section below this video, and feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more videos coming out this week. So thank you very much, and everybody have a good week.